YouTube? It's your girl Unique. You already know it's time to hang out with me. So today I have a story time for y'all. Y'all probably like, oh my god, when is this girl posting another story time? Pause. Before I get to the story time, I'm gonna just keep y'all updated on this channel. So I will be posting story times every other week or every other month or so. But this channel content will be changing into more like a lifestyle YouTuber type of thing because I've always wanted to be a lifestyle YouTuber. They will be still getting posted. Don't get me wrong, because I go through so much. Every single day of my life I go through new things and y'all deserve to know, and I will be posting them. But don't expect every video on my channel to be story time. Expect vlog and get ready with me and nail salon vlogs and pranks, everything. I just want y'all to see what my life really is like outside of the story times. But this story time is gonna be about the time my brother tried to ruin me. My crazy brother. Again. I came on this camera with no makeup and I was like, okay, these people deserve to know what I've been going through lately. So I'm gonna tell them. So let me give y'all some back here. She like every other story time. Way back in August of 2020, I moved into a college dorm with 3 people. Out of those 3 people, I only talked to 1 person. And out of those 3 people, I only went places with 1 person. I don't want to say her name, so we're going to call her Gabby. Okay, me and Gabby did everything together, okay? Yeah, I probably are thinking and questioning, how does Gabby and your brother relate, correspond to each other? So me and Gabby did everything together. We're cool, we're close, okay? Cool. My brother comes up swiftly and jolly up to our apartment to come pick me up one day. And Gabby's parents were helping around the apartment doing things that we're freaking females who don't know how to do stuff. Her dad was helping us. So I leave and Gabby is there with the other 2 roommates. Me and the roommates had got into it. I'm not even gonna say what into it for what, why, or how, because that's another story time for another day that's going to be coming very, 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 very soon. So my brother will always talk about the roommate. It was like, oh, put me on. So I said, no, you just get close to her and you do what you do, period. And if you want to tell him to see, you can tell him to see. He was like, okay, I can put the screenshot on the screen about how he was telling me to put him on. Y'all know I come through with the receipts. So as time progressed, he would text her and stuff. He would never tell me though. So at that point, I just was like, okay, you do what you want to do. Me and that roommate wasn't even cool. So I was like, so if y'all are doing up talking, then what that mean for me? So time progressed and my brother had ended up losing his car keys in Florida because he moved to Florida for like a couple months. He lost his car keys and he came back to Georgia. He comes back to Georgia and on his car keys keychain had our house key. So he didn't have a house key and I don't live here. So this is where everything starts and gets crazy. And these are all story times for different days because these lead up to different situations in my life. So from here on out, my brother literally started everything that's been happening in my life from here until the end of the story. So my brother was supposed to take me to go get surgery on November 9th. So he was supposed to come pick me up. So he calls me on the phone. Let me tell you exactly how this phone call goes. He calls me. He's like, hello, drop your pin. So I hung up. I dropped my pin. He calls back and he's like, oh, I need gas money. I said, okay, I'll give you gas when you get here. This is how I catch this pathological liar and everything he said. Just pay attention and tell me if y'all catch it. So he calls me. He's like, oh, I need gas. I said, okay, when you get here, I'll give you gas. Meaning I'll swipe my card when you get here, when we go to the gas station. He was like, okay. He hangs up. After he hangs up, he texts me. And I put the screenshots on the screen. He was like, said something, I'm not too sure word for word, but it will be on the screen so y'all can read it. It was like, send me $5 for the gas. I said, no, when you get here, I will swipe my card. He said, okay, well, I'm not coming. I'm not gonna make it all the way there. I'm finna go back home. Mind you, within those phone calls, it was 3 hours. So I was texting him, asking him where he was and stuff. Because it don't take 3 hours. And people, I don't want to ask nobody else if I have a brother who has a car. So this man goes to say, it's not a 20-minute drive to Kennesaw. But I'm like, you've been telling me on the way for 3 hours. So what it really is. This is where I caught a lot. He was halfway to me. He said, I'm not going to make it all the way there. So I'm going to just go back home. If you don't have enough gas to come and get me and make it to me, why in the would you go all the way back home? See, this is simple math. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. You want to go back home? You mad when you don't get your way? That's on you. I don't need you. Never needed you. Will never need you. You gonna need me before I need you. Said that point blank. So I'm calling around. I'm like, can you come take me home? Because I literally have to go get surgery on the 9th. And like, my brother flagging me. So I'm asking everybody else because I don't want my brother to feel like I need him because I don't. So this is how I know that he needs me. After some time, he calls me. I started cleaning my room. Boom. He calls me and was like, come outside. I'm like, come outside? He said, yeah, I'm outside. I said, no, you finna come upstairs. Because I was cleaning up. And so my friend, Gabby, who lives with me, who I do everything with, she texted me and she was like, you want to make shrimp and rice or something like that? And I didn't see it until my brother had got there. And I was like, yeah. But then once he came up the dang old steps, I was like, okay, well, he's telling me he finna leave me and stuff. And she was like, it's okay, go. I'll just go get food. And I was like, okay. So I finished sweeping up the trash that I swept up on the floor and I put it in the trash and I grabbed my bag and we go and we leave. So my phone was dying on the ride home, but he didn't specifically tell me we was going other places. So he takes my phone and uses it as a GPS until my phone dies. I was getting messages on my phone and did not see it. So he was using my phone and it's dead. He takes me to the two places we go to. Mind you, my phone was used to go to the first place. The second place, his phone was used, and that phone was dying, which is why he made me use my phone.
Why would you make me use my battery?
We get to the place, and I said, okay, you taking me all these places, you picking up all these people, you finna take me to my boyfriend's house. You picking up all these people, it's only fair. So he was like, oh, I'm not taking it. I said, yes, you are. You're taking me there, period. So he goes, no, I'm not. You finna put gas in my car. I said, I'm only putting gas in your car because I want you to take me to go see my boyfriend. We got into this big altercation, and I thought it was only fair for him to take me because you just took me around the whole freaking Georgia. The whole trip itself was like 3 hours, y'all. I'm not even lying, from me leaving Kennesaw. So I was in the car for 3 extra hours. Phone is completely dead. So, okay, we finally get to my boyfriend's house after like another 45 minutes of driving from where he took me. And then I take my suitcase, because I had, not suitcase, my bag that I had, a tote bag. It was like a tote bag full of clothes. I take it upstairs with my boyfriend because I don't trust my brother. He was like, okay. So I didn't put my phone on the charger because I wasn't thinking about putting my phone on the charger until way after the fact. So after like a couple hours of me at my boyfriend's house, I finally think, oh, my phone, let me put on the charger. I put my phone on the charger and I see 2 messages come up from my brother. So he texted me and was like, I'm finna come get the key. Remember when I told y'all he needed me? This is how I knew he needed me, because he didn't have a way inside the house anyways. So without me, you wouldn't have nowhere to sleep. That's how he needed me, number 1. You needed the key to get in the house. Number 2 is you needed gas in your car. That's another reason why you needed me. Keep that in mind, how he needs me. He said, I'm finna come pick you up too. I'm like, I'm not leaving. I don't have to leave right now. And so he was like, okay, I'm gonna get the key. So I was like, okay, come get it. So I gave him the key. Boom, that's it. As he's leaving, he texted me. He was like, I'm not coming back out tonight. You gotta find your own way home. What? So I ain't stressing it too much. I told my boyfriend, I was like, look at what he just sent me. This is crazy. And so I was like, it's okay because I don't need him and I don't want him to think that I need him. So as time progressed, it was time for me to leave my boyfriend's house. So I get home and he texted me. He was like, oh, the key is outside. The key is outside. He tells me where he hid it outside. Okay, I get my key. Put it on my keychain. This is where he tries to ruin me from here on out. Y'all really, literally listen. If y'all don't listen, y'all gonna miss some parts. So I'm sleeping downstairs because it's an air conditioner thing downstairs. The air conditioning thing upstairs is in my mom's. It was hot. So sometimes I go downstairs so I could touch the AC. So it was this one night, he spent the night at his friend's house and didn't come back until the next following night at like 3 in the morning. So I locked the front door. I locked every door because I was in there by myself. He comes home at like 3 in the morning, bamming on the door. This is how he was bamming on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Like a police officer. What are you doing? So I get up and I'm peeping through the window trying to see who it is. I said, who is it? He said, who you think it is? So I open the door. He's yelling at me. He's like, why did you lock the door? Why did you lock the door? I said, because I'm doing what I told to do. My mom told me to lock the door, so I'm gonna lock the door. As a female, even if you're a male, period, point blank, if you're in the house by yourself or even if you're not by yourself, you should lock your front door. So he's screaming at me, telling me, oh, you don't need to lock the door. You don't need to lock the door. You don't need to lock the door. Blase, squaze, just doing too much. And so he said,
you're a little girl.
Time progressed, I go to Florida and I come back. As I'm going to Florida, I come back and he doesn't know that I had came back. I didn't even tell nobody that I left and I didn't even tell nobody that I was coming back. Once I came back from Florida, I went home and I left my suitcase down the stairs because it was so heavy. I didn't want to bring it up the steps right now because it was just too much to carry. I was tired and so many other things. So I go in my room. This is the night before he comes home. I go in my room. I lock up everything. I lock up the windows. I lock up the garage. I lock up everything that he had left open. And I go and I lay down and I go to sleep. I wake up. It was really early in the morning and I just hear someone pull up because I keep my window open because it's hot. It's winter now, but my mom likes to keep the heater on
100,000 million billion degrees.
And I be hot. I don't like the heat, especially when I'm trying to sleep. I don't like the cold either because I'm from Florida. I don't like the winter, but I like for it to be cold in my room. So I keep my window open and I hear a car pull up and I just hear my brother talking, saying little slick stuff because he couldn't get in. He tries to pull the garage is locked. He tries to open the door is locked. So I just hear him saying little slick remarks and so he doesn't even know that I'm home. He thinks that somebody else had came to the house and locked it up. So he goes through the window. He goes to the window and lets all his friends in. His friends come in, they lock the door, and I'm in my bed. I don't even know if I said this when I told you that I got into bed, but I don't have any clothes on because I didn't want to get in my bed after coming from the airport, all of that. So I left my job. Remember when I told y'all my suitcase is downstairs? He comes to the window. He says, hold on, real loud, because he sees a suitcase. I put the pieces together because it makes sense. He sees the suitcase. My door is locked. He puts his finger through the door and turn it to unlock it and come through my door. He's yelling, he's
said, why did you lock the door? Why did you lock the garage? And you know that I don't have a way inside of the house. You know this, you know that.
And he's like, I hate you, you stupid bitch. I hope you die. He was like, you a little girl. Fucking hate you. I got something for your stupid ass. Watch this. So I ain't thinking too much of it. Once he closes the door, I get up out my bed. I put my hoodie on. I had a hoodie. I threw it on and I threw some leggings on. And I proceed to walk downstairs to grab my stuff because, like I said, I don't trust my brother. So I get up and all his friends are staring at me and they're like, where you finna go? I said, I'm finna go to my boyfriend's house, but I wasn't about to go there. And they just questioning me because they consider me their little sisters. I'm mad. So I'm ignoring them after I said I went to my boyfriend's house. So he proceeds to say, I will never need you. You a little girl. What the fuck do I need you for? I said, boy, you gonna always need me before I ever need you. And that's a big bar. And so he proceeds to walk out the house and I lock up everything and I think I left. After some time, I had decided to put the Christmas decorations up, which is Vlogmas Day 1, which is when I was going through all of this. We have surround sound all around the house downstairs. So I connect my phone to it and I'm playing music and I hear my ringer go off and the music goes lower. And I check my phone and one of my old roommates that I don't with text me. No, they both text me and they was talking to me crazy. I'm gonna put the screenshots on the screen and I was basically telling them, nobody is worried about y'all. My brother tells these girls that he wants them to beat my and jump me. He tells them that I tried to set them up and get them jumped. He's told these girls a whole bunch of lies. I was gonna ask them to show me what he showed them. Of course it made me upset at the time. I was texting them back, but I told them that y'all delusional as to be manipulated by somebody who's supposed to be related to me. What type of grown woman are you to let another nigga who comes from a that you don't with to manipulate you and move your spirit? What does that say about you? Period. So I told them that and I was like, y'all really is easily manipulated. I called Gabby and I let her know. I said, hey, look, if you in Kennesaw and these folks say something to you, let me know. Just gave her a heads up. Hung up the phone out with Gabby and then boom, he texted me. Crazy part about all of this, he's still trying to be buddy with me like I don't know. These girls telling me, oh, he just wants you to get your ass beat. I said, beat by who? Y'all, I don't even know. Like, that shit is funny as fuck to me. Like, I could ruin this boy life in 0.2 seconds, y'all. I called my mom about it and I told her, I said, Mom, look, I'm finna do some dirty work. But I was like, you see, I ain't even like that. Cause when you do bad, bad gonna come to you. When you do good, good gonna come to you. See, I was about to retaliate. I ain't even gonna cap to y'all. I was finna do some dirty work. When I tell y'all some dirty work, I mean dirty work. I mean filthy work. But I didn't do that. Y'all wanna know why I didn't do that? Because that's not who I am as a person. I wanted to get my lick back, but I didn't do that because, no, spiritually, I can't do that to somebody. Even though you did me as wrong as you did, I can't do that to you. God got you and your karma. Your karma gonna be back 10 times worse than what I thought I was gonna do to you. And the crazy part about it is he did the same thing to my other brother. He tried to get our cousins to jump my other brother. And this is why I don't trust nobody. This is why I stay to myself. Because why? Miserable people need miserable people to be miserable with. A person that's miserable needs somebody to be miserable with them. He's so miserable to the point where it's like, oh, I need somebody to back up my misery. So he's trying to get all the other people to hate me. How does that make you happy? That's a miserable life to live. He purposely, intentionally tries to hurt whoever he can, no matter who you are, to him. And I'm saying this because it doesn't matter who you are. If he's doing this to his family, imagine what he'll do to you. If you know who I'm talking about, imagine what he'll do to you. This is part 2. But I ain't mentioning all the part 3s, 4s, and 5s, 6s, and 7s, and 8s. This is just what I'm telling y'all on the surface. But that's y'all brother though. That's y'all friend, y'all bro. I was gonna do some dirty work and show the true colors. But I ain't like that because it's gonna come out regardless. Because whatever done in the dark gonna always come to light. Don't let that go over y'all heads, dude. Y'all know when y'all in high school and one don't like you. So now she found friends who also don't like you to be friends with. Like, them girls don't got nothing in common but disliking you. That's because they're miserable, and miserable people need miserable people to be miserable with. They need company. Ooh, baby, that karma gonna be so intense. But I don't want to see it. Just do what you do. Stay away from me, because that's bad energy. I don't want that away. I don't want that around me. So I cut him off. I did all of that away from me because I just can't do it no more. I don't want to be associated with the way he acts. People already know that. 2 different lifestyles. I'm not even trying to come here and bash him, but I'm just letting y'all know, like, please don't associate me with this man. Y'all know that, what's that Vine? I mean, not that Vine, what's that TikTok? I can see him walking across the street, but I don't know who that man is. That's me. But make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna be back with more videos. Peace.